ETH, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, first of all, if you refer to our analysis, when the price was exactly here, we mentioned that what we were looking for, whether we can put this one in relative to each other to get one more drop, because if you mention if we get one more drop and easily price can tag or drop to the near to this trend line, then any reversal we will be more interested, and even we can get the trade set up. And we mentioned if the price continue from here, the only way was to have entry above the top, or we wait for the breakout of the top, any correction above the top, and then from there we can look for buy. And right now I need to add, if this one continue as what we, I mean, as a corrective move, having entry above the top or wait for the breakout of the top is not any, I mean, this option is not valid anymore, because what we want the price sharply move. Okay, and even right now we mentioned, I mean, I will mention again that the best things is if we get one more drop before we get the buy setup. And one thing I need to highlight here, if again, if we refer to our analysis in my last video, when we see when the price was within this move, and when we see this one, this move, and this is small correction, I mentioned, can we have a entry above the top or not? Then I just point on that, and we mentioned having entry above this top can be really risky, because easily price can take and reverse. This is what we get. That's why I mentioned this is not, we didn't call it as an option for trade. Okay, and I just leave it for the traders. And if we move to 15 minute, all right, this is what we can see, price easily break the this top, which we will, I mean, we pointed based on 1 hour chart, and the price start to reverse. Okay, no one see this is can continue as a corrective, or we can get one more drop. Okay, by the way, we start with daily chart. As we can see based on daily chart, now we see the prices start correcting here. If this one turn to a bigger correction, the next move can give us better up move to break the top. That mean can be more quite sharp. All right, but all depends what we get here, the correction. And if we move to forward chart, as we can see, we are already in this correction. Now we want to see whether this one can be deeper, similar to what we have here. Okay, because we're looking for running flat. And now we want to see if we get one more drop. I was explaining based on 1 hour chart, the next reversal can give us better trade setup. And even we can look for trade setup within this range rather than the price continue from here. Okay, anyway, if we move to 1 hour chart, there is no much changes as I explained in my last video. And even right now, I mentioned how we can look for trade again. If the price, the best option is we get one move down to finish this move, and even we can compare, put this one in relative to this one in relative to this for running flat. Okay, that's mean if the price drop any reversal, even we can look for trade setup within that range. And if the price continue from here with the sharp, we can have entry above the top, which is still is 1882, or we wait for the breakout of the top, give a correction, then from there we look for trade. And again, having entry above the top can be really risky. If the price tag within 1 or 2 hours is not moving, we don't stay with the trade, we take with the trade. And what we want to get the sharp move. If the prices start to move as a corrective, we are not going to get the trade by having entry above the top or even with the breakout of the top and correction. All right, what we want to get the sharp move. All right, anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, then I will share. Thanks.